Oh, really? You can't ask her.
But she knew about the blackmail.
Yeah.
Thank you. Probably
Simon,
back later.
Emma, don't tell me. No, wow.
Fuck
Paul
you.
then.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Yeah.
So I fucking think of it. And Rebecca.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
She'd be like, is he having an affair? Do I have to break his legs?
Not with Kate.
That'd be the best ending. Like, Rebecca finds out Ryan's having an affair, so she kills Paul and Ryan.
Yeah.
She goes to jail. James goes to jail for dealing opiates.
And Jenks goes to jail for fucking
Stealing shit.
2 more questions, please.
No! Okay.
Well, have we asked her about the Atlas Prime candidates?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know
No.
what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas,
You know that.
it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But
Mostly they aren't up to it.
what happens then?
They get sacked.
They get sacked from Atlas?
No, he gets that from the top job, I guess.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Weird.
Restaurant?
Fuck the restaurant. There's nothing there.
Fuck the restaurant.
There's people there though, look. See that? Right, to old man.
I'll ask you a couple more
He
things,
wants to
please.
know something about. So we've got an answer about that as well.
What are prime candidates?
They're the opposite.
best of the bunch.
It did say more
Peachy.
than meets the eye.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
Yeah, sounds dodgy as fuck.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think Ryan might want to give Kate a cheque for £500?
I've really no idea.
Oh, really?
Where did you find it?
Just
Out the
outside.
car.
You better ask him.
We
Do you
did.
think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
That's
Okay, so you just implicated that Ryan wanted to...
Be back later on, if that's okay.
He's having an affair with 3 people. Well, seeing Rebecca and
Two
Emma
people.
and Kate. Who else do you ask about that shit? James isn't going to say anything.
Students aren't coerced or bribed in any way. And then ulterior motives, money, little incentive. No, the other one. No ulterior. Oh, no, that's that one.
Alright. Wow,
So,
got it.
students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Oh, yeah, that was a part of the assessment.
Assessment.
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment.
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
You're giving £500 away.
Yeah.
So Ryan's
So
claiming
what?
the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
So we got something else at the bottom? Or was that just...
No.
Have you
we've
anything to
been-
anything?
What was it that we went on?
I can't remember now.
Yeah, what was that? Fuck. What did we just sent him money? And sent what was it?
That one.
That one.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Students pay for the course per session. Gave Kate the money to assess.
But didn't you just say we don't test students?
That one. It's untested.
Aha.
Hey, baby!
Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students?
He's
or not?
stumbling.
Well, some of them, yes.
He's got free to smash
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because
I love her.
we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate.
Yes!
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference. If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
Control.
He's got such a cool smoke on his face.
This is it.
So was it Ryan or Simon?
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed.
Yeah.
It's no
Yeah,
surprise
that's
that
it.
Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Right, who do you want to do first, Ryan or Simon?
So Kate's prime status. And Kate was in the running to become prime candidate.
I don't know where to start. It's so juicy. It wants to be a little worm on me hook.
So we go to our friends, the ones that we started with.
Yeah, I mean they've been there the whole time. So.
Yeah. And I'll say Emma first as well. Yeah, Emma, I want to talk to you.
A few more questions,
I'm gonna give
if you
you the
don't mind.
answer now.
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate.
No. No, she never talked about Atlas.
That's bullshit. Come on. I'm sure there was something they were talking about.
Didn't discuss Atlas.
Blackmail. What would that come from then? That'd be Atlas-y stuff, wouldn't it? No, the argument. We'll check the argument. That one. That must have been. Maybe the other one. Kate wanted to blackmail Ryan. Or had enough. Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be
Maybe
about
not.
Atlas specifically.
No, I didn't discuss the Atlas course.
Yeah.
I think
but-
Kate would have been chosen affair with Ryan. That's not a contradiction.
Kate didn't discuss the Atlas course. But I mean, she must have done. Let's be at the beginning, because this is where we discussed.
It all goes
Kate
back
bought
to the-
lots of new jewellery, necklace was unwanted, gave it to Kate, and this is related to Atlas. I guess that's not her
But
talking
it's
about
Paul
it.
gave it to her, didn't she? He.
Yeah.
Probably back when it was Third Eye.
Okay. UK which is once again about the same thing. And after that, I don't know if it mentions anything. So she says, would be chosen.
What about go on Atlas Prime candidates? No.
Oh, you mean, oh, sorry.
I mean, go
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So she thinks Kate didn't have any morals.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just try Simon.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Probably.
I think there's contradictions there, but they're not the right ones.
all that important. It's big
How
deal.
do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Is that... Was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
Not well,
I don't
by
know.
looks.
I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered. I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. It's just not really prime candidate material.
I mean, she's an alcoholic.
So you didn't think
Did we do
Kate-
the check? Is that he had
you
nothing
wouldn't
to do?
but
Yeah.
you can do it.
Didn't think. Okay, Atlas Prime candidates. No, he told us
he
that.
told us about it.
Atlas Mirror Room. had been asked to test Kate by Ryan, but didn't think she'd be good enough. The fact that you've been asked to test her would make you think she's probably... No, okay. Right, on to Ryan.
That's it for the time being.
Or
Thank
maybe
you.
Paul, Rebecca as well, I guess.
Yeah, Jane.
Yeah, anyone.
Everyone.
I'm guessing there's going to be more shit in the woods and stuff as well.
Shit in the woods.
Find a bear.
Shit in the woods, Pope.
You're going to, I think we've done this now.
I didn't mean to press that, to be honest, but...
Okay.
Hey, look, I found a car.
Put it in my pocket.
Can you tell me about this?
Jesus Christ.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Okay.
Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
So they
And
get
it covers
crossed.
your back, of course.
Yeah.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested.
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance.
No, if Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
Okay. What's your idea, Mark? You look... I mean, it's not even there, I don't think. Oh, students not encouraged to hurt each other. And there's all that stuff with Liam. But also, there's also the testing. I'm sure there'll be something to do with testing. But no, this was way back. No. Go on. What is using? So green one. Oh, I see. Okay. Just want to confirm that. So the green ones are physical objects. Blue ones are ideas. So yeah, things you can discuss. I assume that the other ones are just used up. Maybe because they're all ones that we used once, and that's it.
Aha.
What did you just do? I don't know.
You say you don't endorse threshold testing? That's the phrase, isn't it?
Mark, it's recorded.
Paul, because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room. I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
That's not that much.
She was worth 50 grand.
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
What big business needs, Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics, push, greed is good, all right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
Ooh, murder?
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
It's midnight.
Yeah, he was going to sleep.
I've been sitting here for ages. My carer's not been in. I need to take a shit.
Yeah.
I'll see myself out.
Oh.
Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
You better shut your face, bitch. Hey, sneaky.
He's doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him. He's a policeman. We can't just... You saw this, right? You man up and you sort it. Tonight.
Even though it's daylight now, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. He's standing outside our window. Fuck! Uh-oh. Gotta go hide.
Yeah. This is actually like... We've got to be quick now. We've got to find a hiding spot.
That'd be awesome. I'd go to James's.
I'd hate it.
That doesn't sound good. Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it?
What?
I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Damn. I suppose it was too much to hope that Ryan had left the place open.
Damn.
Oh, at least I don't have to go back there again.
Okay.
Just go wandering in the woods at night.
We go to the woods today, waiting for a big surprise. Hey! Kyle? Good guy. He's gonna help us. Satanic ritual. Nice.
Prove to me that you're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with that ridiculous police inspector.
What is this? What the hell? Scotland Yard. Not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on. Let's have it.
I
It's a
don't
trap.
think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Knife.
What?
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Drop the knife. The knife, Kyle!
Kyle.
Drop it! Drop it. Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Well, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're thinking.
You're a murderer?
But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
Eyewitness account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon. Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after the meeting. Now, Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me that
Simon killed her? Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
any more likely than you, Ryan? Pig!
Stabs him. Hey!
I know.
police brutality.
Jenks is fired,
Yeah.
but he's okay.
You okay?
Where are you going? What are you doing? That fucking weirdos. Give him the knife back.
Let us fucking die.